Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name is Rich Tehrani and we're on location in San Jose this week. On our program is Mark Zarins, who's the VP of Products at GrammaTech. So Mark, how are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for being on the program.
It's good to be here.
So tell me about GrammaTech. What do you guys do?
Well, we're originally a spin-off of Cornell University, founded by a couple professors, and we specialize in software development tools. Specifically, our niche is static analysis tools, so source code analysis tools.
And one of your products is Code Sonar?
That's right. So what Code Sonar is it's a tool that analyzes code and identifies common programming defects through an automated mechanical analysis as opposed to traditional test cases. So you feed it your code and it produces a report of warnings of defects that you have in your code and need some attention.
So there's so many different errors a programmer can make, right? There's security errors, there's logic errors. Are any of these areas, all of these areas,
Yeah, so there are a lot of different errors that you can make. You can make kind of high-level errors like design errors. A tool like this is not going to help you much with that. If you push button A, X is supposed to happen.
Right.
It doesn't know the intent of the program to a certain extent. But when you talk about things like memory leaks or buffer overruns,
okay,
what we would consider kind of generic programming defects that can bring down the application, crash the system, it can identify a set of those.
and a buffer overrun could theoretically be used to hack into a system.
That's right. You can do like a code injection attack where you take control of the system and use it for some malicious purpose. And so we do have users that are using Code Sonar specifically to identify problems, defects in the code that can lead to serious vulnerabilities.
What sorts of programming languages do you work with?
We work with C and C++ primarily. We also have in the research lab a capability to analyze binary code, like executables. So that can be useful if you want to analyze, say, a COTS application or COTS components, and you don't have the source code for all of them.
So was the company founded in Ithaca, New York?
It was, actually, yeah. It was founded by a professor there, Tim Teitelbaum, who's on the faculty at Cornell University, and actually another guy who's now at University of Wisconsin as a professor, Tom Reps.
It's a beautiful campus in Ithaca.
Yeah, especially in the spring. In the winter, it's sometimes cold, but
yeah, I've been there in the summer. It's beautiful.
But it's very beautiful, yeah.
Village of Ithaca, as I recall.
It's a nice place.
So, getting back to your products, I'm curious if there are a certain profile of customer that you see.
Yeah, we see mostly in our business, we see a lot of mil-aero and defense and high security, high reliability stuff. We've kind of biased our technology to find as many results as possible without overwhelming the developer with too much information. And so companies or organizations that are using our stuff are like the FDA, using it to examine medical devices. NASA JPL, that's doing the Mars Science Laboratory mission. It's the next rover that's going to Mars. They're using
It's good to catch those software errors before you get to Mars, isn't it?
Yeah, they're harder to fix.
Truck rolls, I found, are really difficult to Mars.
Yeah. So it's so those are some of the people using it, as well as a bunch of defense contractors, people making semiconductor test equipment, consumer electronics as well. So anyone with a concern that if the application crashes, it's going to be very expensive or problematic.
What about Wall Street and all their high-frequency trading and the hedge funds and all the programming that's involved there? Doesn't that seem like a natural opportunity?
Well, there's a lot of money there. So I guess from that perspective, yes, although we don't do too much business in terms of Wall Street trading and systems and stuff like that. We maybe have a few customers, but it's not a major focus.
This seems like proprietary trading. You get tens of thousands of proprietary traders with, trillions of dollars of transactions. You would think that these guys would be beating a path to your door.
Yeah, well, we have had some people in that space use our stuff mostly from the perspective of trying to find security problems.
Right.
So doing a deep security audit.
And security is a big part of your customers' desires,
Security,
right?
yeah, security is a big part of our customer base. Although wall security in particular, not so much as maybe mil-aero defense.
Okay, and so if you have to differentiate yourself from the competitive set, what would you say?
Well, we've really tried to focus on high assurance, DO178B, mil-aero type applications, and so we've sort of optimized a system for finding results that are relevant to that group of customers as well as people interested in high security. Another differentiator, although this is actually not shipping, is we have done quite a bit of work with analyzing executables or binaries, and that's a rather unique capability that we're looking to do something with as we move forward here.
What other things will you be doing in the next year or so?
Well, we've spent a lot of time over the last 6 months really focusing on the user experience and thinking about how can we provide a lot of results, a lot of information, but in a way that the user can be very efficient working through it and get a lot of value as easily as possible. So we're looking to bring out a new UI later this year. And then beyond that, we're the normal stuff, always trying to improve the checkers, the types of checkers, so things around concurrency checkers, things around just general software quality and security. We're always releasing new checkers and improving the accuracy of those.
That's great. Well, thanks for being on the program.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Thank you.
Yeah.